Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mention. Welcome to my channel. Welcome into this summer. It is solstice. Let us prepare ourselves for this wonderful summer, unexpected blessings, miracles, to be ready to move into action when the new season of fall starts. So let us get ready. And let us be in gratitude, in alignment, in contemplation of all the most wonderful potential that is before us. We'll see what the angel want to share with us. What's the highest wisdom is work. So we have to get ready there is personal work and as well as the work of that brings us joy. So we have to get ready for that work. I know there'll be a lot of work for me that is right ahead. What we need to understand is the reward. For the reward is coming, as the reward is really the work is the reward in some sense when you're doing something that you love. What we need to do is communication. It is important to communicate, to be clear and to be receptive to communication, and the outcome will be abundance. We are a society that is based on lack, and we need to move our society from a society based on lack to a society based on abundance before we can actually feel before the new age, the galactic time era will come. For now, we're getting close to a great recess on the economical and monetary system. There is the crumbling of the old system, but there is a new system that will replace it. That's based on abundance. There's many aspects to it, but one of it will be probably a basket of currencies that will be supported by gold. For gold will be used as a backup system, but speculation on gold and currency will be against the law, because it's like to guarantee the stability of that, as well as all the speculative markets are also creating bubbles, and this bubble burst at some point, and then everybody's like, crisis. So by there's going to be a lot of new regulation with the quantum financial system that will come around. So we have to already be ready to move into abundance. Once we move into a state where people are living in abundance, for there are enough resources for everyone to live in abundance, we have eliminated all the excess as well. Then we'll be able to get rid of money altogether. But for now, we need to move into an abundant system rather than a lack system, for this Aristotelian system. For this, when we live in third dimension, we're born into the society in third dimension. We live through the senses and the recognition of the ego that reality is what our senses provide for us, and we follow a narrative that's been taught to us since childhood, in school and medias and so on. But at some point we come to question all of that, and that's when we come into the fourth dimension. We're questioning the reality of that, understanding there is more to life than what we have been taught. So we've been traversing this fourth dimension, and eventually we find all the answers in the fifth dimension, in the unity of the love of the one, the eternal field of connection. And then eventually we integrate our immortality in the sixth dimension and find the apex of our sovereignty in the seventh dimension. It is the program that humanity is, all the star seeds are involved in, this mastery program. So we need to assume the responsibility of our thoughts, of our actions, of our words, and let go of many personal judgment that we may have upon ourselves, to accept this love of God as one in the unified field of the fifth dimension. And so, and then we'll achieve a monadic unity in the eighth dimension. We'll align with the divine plan in the ninth dimension and find the central shining in the 10th dimensions, and then move beyond that eventually. For now, but there is all the memory of Atlantis is re-emerging. This 13th, the Atlara, this connection to crystal, this mother energy, the higher dimensional frequencies are awakening from within ourselves. There's all kinds of memories that will unfold. The highest wisdom from the Akash is the angel, so it's the highest frequency. We want to move into the angelic frequency, this 11, 12, 13, 14 dimension and beyond. But even on the fifth dimension, we can already perceive the higher frequency of angels. Angels will work on all dimensions. They're the hands of God. What we need to understand is and we have a guardian angels that's always on call to respond to us with love and kindness. So but they're on a high frequency, so it's like sometimes it's hard to hear them back. So they'll find a way to communicate with your support team. What we need to understand is the arts to create, to enjoy the arts. The arts was created for enjoyment. Personally, I'm very much eager to return to paintings really soon. It's what kept me sane during those many decades, and now I don't have that. It's difficult, I have to admit. What we need to do is the baby is the rebirth, is a renaissance. It's to be reborn, and the outcome will be wisdom. So how wonderful is that? It's like what will result will be the alignment with wisdom. For the unicorn is have this third eye that's projected into, you can see into the future, and they are still unicorns that live on the planet, but they live underwater. They're called narvals. For the Earth unicorns were exterminated at some point, but they still exist. We're all connected to a unicorn, as bizarre as it may sound. We'll eventually learn to communicate with those parts of ourselves. For what there is more an inner peace. We have to learn to cultivate this inner peace and understand all the hardship that we experience within life are tests from our soul to prepare ourselves for what we've been asking for. So it all depends on our mission. It all depends on what we've been asking for, and all will be received according to their faith. I think it was Joshua that said that, or Archangel Michael. I'm not really sure who said that, but he was like, I think it was the Christ. He was in his divine authority. He explains that all will receive in accordance to their faith. So it's important to continue to cultivate this connection to your heart, to cultivate your faith, your wisdom, and have no judgment on the global elites. For when you look at the dualistic world, there is like the black hats and the white hats, but in reality there is no black or white. There is some that are polarized in the negative dark form, and those are polarized in the more light gray forms, and everybody's will return to the light in some ways, and everybody's just playing roles. So approach things from for there is a major house cleaning, and the next one is like we have to send love and light to Venezuela, and there's all kind of places that needs to be addressed first, like Ukraine needed to be addressed first, and so. But continue to cultivate the peace agenda and do not take side in for some time there is military actions. They have no choice. They have no choice. But we send love and blessings to all protagonists in any event, but mostly the Russian people that are not, we have many Russian friends. I don't know if we can do still, there's many Russian collectors. It's like if I would want to open a gallery in Moscow, would it be allowed as a French person? I don't know. But now we can go to Courchevel, that's where a Russian community, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening this year there. But I'm really looking forward to discover this great country of Russia, and for this global peace, for this, like it's forcing the world to change its way. All of that, those economic sanctions is like there is many the multipolar world, and the Russian president is very clear. Is very listen to his words. Is really is not that. He's not as crazy or anything like that as they portrayed him to be. But there's going to be many reforms to be, but through love and peace and addressing things one step at a time. For there is a huge cleaning of all the deep state infiltration in the power, the control, the manipulation. All of that is becoming obvious now, so it's no need to even get involved really in the revelation, for the revelation will come. Just continue to cultivate your sense of well-being and joy, and the highest wisdom is patience, because we need to be patient for the manifestation and the discovery of the will of God, the plan of God. Even on paradise there is so much that is known, but there is so much that is unknown about the destiny of the master universe. So there will always be mystery, and we always have we have to work through the flow and get into our own rhythm, and then understand the rhythm and flows of others, and to align with the greater flow. Eventually because we tune into the river of love and light within ourselves, but eventually we learn that we are the river, we are that, and then we learn to master and control and to have control over the direction of the river, and the supervision and direction of our guidance, of course. But so what we need to understand is slowing down. therefore it is important to take deep breaths, sometimes to evacuate, to slow down, to return to center. What we need to do is turn within, to learn to turn within, to not be because we're very hooked on external the technologies and so on. For I mean, I see a lot of architecture. I'm very interested in architecture, and I see that the modern homes have a lot of electronic equipment. So I'm not against the agreement of the pleasures of enjoying those technologies, but the more connected it is, the more the body is attacked by all kinds of vibrations. So it's like eventually they probably will integrate shungit inside, or there is different materials that can be used to neutralize the negative vibration of all those low frequency vibration, and the outcome is the shaken up, and the tree is going to be shaken up, and then for the source to come, everything that is not the love of God is not supported at this time. So be prepared to see some great change and shift in the collective. In the collective, and follow the path of joy, follow the peace, the inner peace. Ask for that, connect to spirit. The card of the day is the higher power. The higher power is the sense, is learning to work with all the invisible forces of the universe that we have at our disposal. So it's always been in our own power to change things, but we're just coming into that realization, and so we're participating in a more in a wiser way into this unfoldment of our life. We become more in control, more and we are learning to redirect our focus when the focus is being distracted. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for everything. I'm going to pull one more card, but I'm going to finish with a song as usual. I was going to sing this one with it's a bit difficult. I wanted to find something festive. It's this song "Dancing in the Street," but I'll sing this other one. It's a song of the Beatles. It's about allowing the love, this connected to this universal flow of love that will never change. This connectiveness, because the Beatles came into spirituality when they came into contact with Hinduism at some point. Well, it goes like this: go across the universe. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither while they pass, they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jahaguru Diva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Sorts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jahaguru Diva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of verse are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless and dying love which shines around me like a million sun. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jahaguru Diva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jahaguru Diva. Jahaguru Diva. It's funny when we go to the sound of home, it's like we're returning to 0 point. It's like it's a passage. We're going to go through this passage of 0 point many times in our life. Every time we create this ascension process, we're getting close, we're getting ready, we've been accelerated to the maximum acceleration of energy, and then at which point it collapses into this 0 point where there is this great solar flash activation, this light body activation. And the card of the day is peace, for it is all about inner peace, inner joy, to create that condition. Leave the past behind you. The future has so much more to offer. Put everything in the hands of God. So he, Azrael is really giving us in 3 words, completion of the program, and leave the past behind. The future has so much more to offer, and to leave everything in the hands of God. It was also the philosopher Baruch Spinoza, who was in his wonderful book of Ethics, was talking about the exile of ignorance. It means so you pretend you know. It was kind of Platonician. So you don't want to pretend you know, so you know that you don't know. Therefore, you can put everything in the qualified hands of God, and from there, when you put all your mind to give your mind to the Holy Spirit, to give your life to God, everything it authorizes your divine essence to take more and more. Yet it will happen in a gentle way. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful solstice, and a wonderful summer. And I'll talk to you later. Adonai.